see me standing in your way. And if you start walking, I'll make you stay. You look so creepy cool to me. Possum in a tree.
They say you're not a good supervisor. Okay, admit
looks so creepy cool to me. Possum in a tree.
On this nice, beautiful fall Sunday. Isn't it beautiful out there? We'll be watching Dan and Rose Beukema for the next hour. Next week will be Uniquely Rogue. Not going to want to miss them. If you haven't been here before and you need to use the restroom, go out that red door you came in, up that green ramp, through that glass door there. There's a restroom off the lookout room, another one off the kitchen. If that one's full, just make a bunch of lefts. And real quick lefts, and you'll see one off the kitchen. Let's see, please turn your cell phones off, leave the cameras on, take all the videos and pictures you want to take of Dan and Rose, throw some advertisements around. Let's see, next Friday night will be the ukuleles here at 6 o'clock until 8. And then Saturday, the first Saturday of November will be the Mountain Dulcimers at 10. They'll go from 10 until 1. Let's see, I think that's all that I need to say. Why don't you put your hands together and give Dan and Rose a nice welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us over here, Bob. Are you ready, my dear?
I'm ready.
There's a dark and a troubled side of life, but there's a bright and a sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day, it will brighten all the way, if we keep on the sunny side of life. Though the storm in its fury broke today, crushing dreams that we cherish so dear, storms and clouds will in time pass away, the sun again will shine bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day, it will brighten all the way, if we keep on the sunny side of life. Let us greet with a song of hope each day, though the moment be cloudy or fair. Let us trust in our Savior always, who keepeth everyone in his care. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side of life. If we keep on the sunny side of life.
Thank you. If you know
Thank
a
you.
song, sing along.
Yes, we always say if you want to sing along, we can use the help. Let's see, you better take this off or we'll sound bad. Little Don Williams tune for you. I spent my life looking for you, finding my way wasn't easy to do, but I knew there was you all the while, and it's been worth every mile. Lay down beside me, love me and hide me, and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. Mornings and evenings all were the same. Well, there was no music till I heard your name, but I knew when I saw you smile. Now I can rest for a while. Lay down beside me, love me and hide me, and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. Lay down beside me, love me and hide me, and kiss all the hurting of this world away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away. Hold me so close that I feel your heartbeat, and don't ever wander away.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. We're gonna pep it up a little bit with an old bluegrass number here, a little whitewashed chimney. Where the Mississippi's flowing on that sunny southern shore, and a steamboat comes a-puffing around the bend. There's a little old log cabin with a grapevine on the door, and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. I'm going back to the place I love so well, to the folks who want me for their very own. To that little old log cabin with a grapevine on the door, and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. I went away up north where they told me I would find money hanging around like apples on a tree. It was there my sweetheart told me it was nothing of the kind, and the weather was so cold I thought I'd freeze. I'm going back to the place I love so well, to the folks who want me for their very own. To the little old log cabin with a grapevine on the door, and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. I can see the smoke arising from the little chimney top. It welcomes me and greets me on the breeze. It's then I'll start to running, and I know I'll never stop till I've landed in that cabin on my knees. I'm going back to the place I love so well, to the folks who want me for their very own, to that little old log cabin with a grapevine on the door and a little whitewashed chimney at the end. I'm going back to the place I love so well, to the folks who want me for their very own, to that little old log cabin with a grapevine on the door and a little whitewashed chimney at the end.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Whew. Got to slow down after that one to catch my breath. We got a lost husband out there? Or? All right, y'all can sing along with this one, I think. Just a closer walk with thee, granted Jesus is my plea, daily walking close to thee, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. But thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee, granted Jesus is my plea, daily walking close to thee, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Through this world of toil and snares, if I falter, Lord, who cares? Who with me my burden shares? None but thee, dear Lord, none but thee. Just a closer walk with thee, granted Jesus is my plea, daily walking close to thee, let it be, dear Lord, let it be, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Well, I could tell you a long tale, but I'll try to make it short. So we were in West Virginia 2 weeks ago, just started a vacation. And if you notice my wife's lovely fashion statement with her bedroom slippers, she stepped on the edge of a sidewalk and took a tumble and broke her ankle and sprained the other foot. So that vacation wasn't quite what we planned, but I did find out that I kind of thought folks out in West Virginia wouldn't like this song, but they seem to like it. You guys know this one. almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads. Well, thank you. So we've got an old George Jones Tammy Wynette song here for you. I guess they did this one maybe after they had broken up. If not, it was very prophetic, not pathetic.
That too, baby. In a pawn shop in Chicago, on a sunny summer day, a couple gazes at the wedding rings there on display.
She smiles and nods her head when he says, honey, that's for you. It's not much, but it's the best that I can do.
Golden ring with one tiny little stone waiting there for someone to take you home. By itself, it's just a cold metallic thing. Only love can make a golden wedding ring. In a little wedding chapel later on that afternoon, an old upright piano plays that old familiar tune. Tears roll down her cheeks and happy thoughts go through her head as he whispers low, with this ring I thee wed. Golden ring with one tiny little stone, shining ring. Now at last it's found a home. By itself, it's just a cold metallic thing. Only love can make a golden wedding ring. In a small two-room apartment, when they fought their final round, She said, you won't admit it, but I know you're leaving town.
She says one thing's for certain, I don't love you anymore, and throws down the ring as she walks out the door.
Golden ring with one tiny little stone cast aside with
like
the love that's dead and gone. By itself, it's just a cold metallic thing. Only love can make a golden wedding ring. On a sunny summer
chapel, on a sunny
we goofed it.
day.
A couple gazes at the wedding rings there on display. Golden ring. I'm waiting for you to come in.
Yep. Well, the lyrics don't come back so well when you get a little older.
That one doesn't go on the video.
All right, I gotta have a drink because I gotta rest up for this one. But it's late October, in the heart of bow hunting season, and deer gun season's not far away, so we better do a deer song. It's not about deer hunting, but it's about deer. It was written by a couple from Wisconsin, but you know, out there they kind of talk a lot like the Moyoopers do up there too. So the name of the song is Dim Deer. Here we go. Hope you don't mind when an old man sings. It helps me to keep my mind on things. So when I go where the animals thrive, I sing this song on the treacherous drive. Dim deer, dare here, dim dare, dare here, dare, dare, everywhere. Dim deer, dare here, dim dare, dare here, dare, everywhere. In venison land, when the tigers don't, the beer. Oh, I'm losing my words. In venison land, where the okay, who's the second? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, folks. At dawn in fields and coniferous groves, bucks and does come alive in droves. Just when you think that the coast is clear, there in the road is a white-tailed deer. Dim deer, there here, dim deer, there here, there, everywhere. Dim deer, there here, dim deer, there here, there, everywhere. Bucks bed down where the tall grass grows, and fawns say does where the doe does does there, does here, and those are the habits of the white-tailed deer. Dim deer, there here, dim deer, there here, there, everywhere. Dim deer, there here, dim deer, there here, there, everywhere. Hope you don't mind when an old man sings. Helps me to keep my mind on things. So when I go where the animals thrive, I sing this song on the treacherous drive. Dim deer, there here, dim deer, there here, there, everywhere. Dim deer, there here, dim deer, there here, there, everywhere. Oh man.
Well, that's enough for today.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. There's that bad one. All right. Well, you got the better voice. We're going to do something from Tanya Tucker. Whoa, got a fan?
What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? 30 some odd years ago, a young man came to Memphis, asked about a rose that used to blossom in his world. People never took the time to mind the young man's questions until one day they heard him ask, ask a little green-eyed girl, what's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Does she ever talk about a place called New Orleans? Has she ever mentioned a man named Buford Wilson? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? 20-some odd years ago, a drunkard came to Memphis, lost a month of living to the county jail, just because he asked a little green-eyed girl a question and offered her a nickel's worth of candy if she'd tell. What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Does she ever talk about a place called New Orleans? Has she ever mentioned a man named Buford Wilson? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? A year and some odd days ago, an old man died in Memphis, just another wandering soul the county'd have to claim. Inside the old man's ragged coat, they found a faded letter. It said, "You have a daughter, and her eyes are Wilson green." What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Does she ever talk about a place called New Orleans? Has she ever mentioned a man named Buford Wilson? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Does she ever talk about a place called New Orleans? Has she ever mentioned a man named Buford Wilson? What's your mama's name, child? What's your mama's name? Thank you. A whole song without a mistake.
Hey, whoops. What do we have next? Oh,
Just someone we used to know.
okay. You guys are so quiet.
There's a picture that I carry, one we made some time ago. When they asked who's in the picture with me, I say just someone I used to know. Just someone I used to spend some time with. Just a flame that's lost its glow. I don't tell them how I cry at night without you. I say just someone I used to know. Just someone I used to
Okay.
This next one is a new song for us. Probably won't be for you guys. We're always looking at YouTube for couple songs. And I heard a 93-year-old lady sing this song. And I said to Dan, this is so pretty, we have to learn it. And so we did. So it's one of our newer songs. And it's from the Bible. And it's called Consider the Lilies. Consider the lilies, they don't toil or spin, yet there's not a king with more splendor than them. Consider the sparrows, they don't plant or sow, but they're fed by the master who watches them grow. We have a heavenly Father above, with eyes full of mercy and a heart filled with love. He really cares when your head is bowed low. Consider the lilies, and then you will know. May I introduce you to this friend of mine who hangs out the stars, tells the sun when to shine. He kisses the flowers each morning with dew, but he's not too busy to care about you. We have a heavenly Father above, with eyes full of mercy and a heart filled with love. He really cares when your head is bowed low. Consider the lilies, and then you will know. We have a heavenly Father above, with eyes full of mercy and a heart filled with love. He really cares when your head is bowed low. Consider the lilies, and then you will know. Consider the lilies, and then you will know. Thank you. Anybody know that one? She did. I saw you sing along.
All right. So this is a song written by a couple from Minnesota. I was going to look up their names, and I totally forgot to. But this month we celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary. Hey, 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 hey. So I want to dedicate this to my lovely wife and anyone out there has had or is in a long, loving relationship. And the name of the song is Old Love.
We've got an old love, one we never will get tired of, one that fits us like an old glove, one to warm the winter days. We don't have to say I love you quite as often as we used to. Old love just goes without saying, but we still say it anyway.
I met you beneath the willow You were young, a little shy, but we could sit and talk for hours. Watch the river flowing by. You used to laugh at all my stories. Then at night I'd walk you home. Who'd have known we'd walk a lifetime, growing up and growing old.
We've got an old love, one we never will get tired of, one that fits us like an old glove, one to warm the winter days. We don't have to say I love you quite as often as we used to. Old love just goes without saying, but we still say it anyway.
We may not leave this town we live in. Life's not as easy as we planned. I always meant to give you diamonds, but you still wear a plain gold band. And that old river just keeps rolling. We don't know what's in store, but in spite of all of this, I don't love you like I did. I love you so much more. We've got an old love, one we never will get tired of, one that fits us like an old glove, one to warm the winter days. We don't have to say I love you quite as often as we used to. Old love just goes without saying, but we still say it anyway. Old love just goes without saying, but we still say it anyway.
Thank you. What are you always doing again?
I know. I don't like this weather.
But this beautiful weather?
I know. Maybe it's just my playing.
We used to sing at a coffee shop by Martin in Hudsonville, Mocha Music.
Local music.
And this was, we used to sing there once a month about. And this was the song they always asked for, so it kind of became our song. And it's called A Proper Cup of Coffee.
Now that I'm in tune, sort of.
And there's a part for you at the end. We'll let you know.
That's right.
We expect 100% cooperation.
We want total audience participation in this one, so, you know, it's up to you guys.
All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup or coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, so they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee from a proper cup or coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea.
I boarded on a jet, 5 hours just a set, to take a trip across the country. We flew into a storm, no cause for great alarm, but suddenly the flight turned bumpy. Oh, the captain said because of turbulence, I'm sorry, but we just can't serve you lunch. And I said, all I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup or coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, so they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee from a proper cup or coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. While strolling through the mall, I spied a little stall by the name of the Happy Little Brewer. The clerk said she would grind any coffee I could find. Then I posed my dilemma to her. I don't want your cherry chocolate cappuccino. There's just one way I wish to sip the beano. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup or coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Iron coffee pots and tin I heard about a sage, 100 years of age. He lived upon a mountain treacherous. To find him you must climb, cut through leaf and vine, until you reach a yoga camp called Stretch Our Us. Oh, and finally I reached that mountaintop. All he said was, did you bring your coffee pot? All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, so they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee from a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Now join us. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, so they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee from a proper cup of coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Hey, somebody did it. Your turn.
You must have spent hours learning this.
A little bit, yeah.
Once you know it, though, you can't sing it slow.
Yep.
This is from Doyle Lawson.
Yep.
Going to say it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to introduce this one. We got this from Doyle Lawson off a record, and it's a Bible story about Elijah. So how many songs do you know about Elijah? So we just thought it was very interesting and pretty, and it had a message. We do a lot of senior living, and it's called Help is on the Way. A woman in...
Oh, I am so sorry, my dear.
I thought it wasn't right.
50 years of doing whatever I can to mess her up, right? Don't give her any ideas.
That's better. A woman in the Bible days, her last meal almost gone. Then God sent Elijah to make his word known. He said, woman, don't you worry, 'cause God sent me today. And before you even asked him, help was on the way. Just hold on a little longer. Help is on the way. A brighter day is coming for those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. Just hold on a little longer, 'cause help is on the way. Troubles of this life comes round, and burdens get you down. You think no one is listening, you think no one's around. Just remember what his word says, trust him and obey. Keep your eyes toward the heavens, 'cause help is on the way. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming for those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. Just hold on a little longer, 'cause help is on
So, we're going to do a little a cappella number. Woo. The song is based on a poem. It was written by a housewife in Wisconsin back in the 1800s. And all of you ladies out there, or guys that keep the house, you know, you don't want to work too hard at it, as you'll learn from this song. And it's called The Housewife's Lament.
She struggles with dirt.
One day I was walking, I heard a complaining, and spied an old woman, the picture of gloom. She gazed at the mud on her doorstep, 'twas raining, and this was her song as she wielded her broom. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. There's too much of worriment goes in a bonnet.
There's too much of ironing goes in a shirt.
There's nothing that pays for the time you waste on it. There's nothing that lasts us but trouble and dirt. In March it is mud, it is slush in December. The midsummer breezes are loaded with dust. In fall the leaves litter in muddy September. The wallpaper rots and the candlesticks rust. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. There's worms in the cherries and slugs on the roses, and ants in the sugar and mice in the pies. The rubbish of spiders no mortal supposes, and ravaging roaches and damaging flies. With grease and with grime from corner to center, no rest for a day. Let's see. Whoops.
Forever at war and forever alert.
No rest for the day lest the enemy enters. I've spent my whole life in a struggle with dirt. Oh, life is a toil and love is a trouble. Beauty will fade and riches will flee. Pleasures they dwindle and prices they double, and nothing is as I would wish it to be. Last night in my dreams I was stationed forever on a far little rock in the midst of the sea.
My one chance at life was a ceaseless endeavor to sweep off the waves as they swept over me. Alas, 'twas no dream, ahead I behold it. I see I am helpless, my fate to avert. She laid down her broom, her apron she folded. She laid down and died, and was buried in dirt. Huh?
Oh my. Well, you know, when all else fails, go back to Don Williams. You place gold on my finger. You brought love like I've never known. You gave life to our children, and to me a reason to go on. You're my breath
from troubled wind. You're my anchor in life's ocean, but most of all, you're my best friend. When I need hope and inspiration, you're always strong. When I'm tired and weak, I could search the world, but you'd still be everything that I need. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled winds. You're my anchor in life's ocean, but most of all, you're my best friend. You're my bread when I'm hungry. You're my shelter from troubled wind. You're my anchor in life's ocean, but most of all, you're my best friend. You're my anchor in life's ocean, but most of all, you're my best friend. How we doing here? All right, you guys are going to remember this one. I want to hear you help me on it. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop, the dancing is free, so if you wanna have fun, come along with me. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? I'm free and ready, so we could go steady. How's about saving all your time for me? No more looking, I know I've been tooken. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence, buy me a new one for 5 or 10 cents. Keep it until it's covered with age, 'cause I'm writing your name down on every page. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Oh, how's about cooking something up with me? Your turn. They all cheer when I say that. Oh.
I don't know who wrote this one.
Kind of picked it up off a CD from the Cox family.
Just like a tree along a river bend picks up its branches to the sun above, we spend a lifetime reaching for a friend for someone. Everybody's knocking at some door, and long before I ever found you, you're the one that I was reaching for. I looked for you since the day my life began. I heard your footsteps running just beyond my mind. Ever since that moment, I've been reaching for your hand, hoping you were reaching out for mine. Everybody's reaching out for someone. Everybody's knocking at some door, and long before I ever found you, you're the one that I was reaching for. Everybody's reaching out for someone. Everybody's knocking at some door. And long before I ever found you, you're the one that I was reaching for. And long before I ever found you, you're the one that I was reaching for. Thank you. That's cool, Jackie. Or don't we have time?
Oh, I don't know. Do we have time?
That's a 20-second song.
Okay. This is a quick 20-second song. We did this here once before. It's about this fellow that goes to an auction. You guys probably did that a few times, haven't you? And you know, you always kind of get a little worried that you might have a itch and scratch, and then you go home with something you didn't want. So this fella, he went to this highfalutin auction out east. Went home with Jackie Kennedy's Kleenex. Goes like this. 1, 2, 3, go.
This box of Kleenex once belonged to Jackie Kennedy Onassis. I didn't mean to buy it, but the heat steamed up my glasses. And when I went to wipe them, it looked like a bit, I suppose. Now it costs me $50 every time I blow my nose.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for putting up with us for an hour today.
You guys want an encore? Okay, you got another one?
That's just to fly away.
Oh, okay. We could do that. Or we can do the Bluebird song.
I won't care.
Well, think of something.
Bluebird song then.
The Bluebird, we learned this when we were here at Open Mic one time. We had worked diligently on it, and good old Jim sang right after us, and he was planning on singing it. And nobody else we've talked to had ever heard of this song. It was done by the Browns, and it's called I Heard the Bluebirds Sing.
I met a girl out in the hills who gave my lonely heart a thrill. Her beauty seemed just like a breath of spring. And when I looked into her eyes, I thought it blue as summer skies. When I held her hand in mine, I heard the bluebird sing.
They sang of wondering
Wondering if he loves her.
will she marry?
Marry if he'll ask her.
Will her heart be
true for him for then and evermore.
And when she's lonely,
Lonely is he near her.
when there's sadness,
Sadness will he cheer her.
will they have
Always be together until in death they part.
I courted her for months on end until she promised we would wed. We planned on being married in the spring.
All through the long cold winter months it seemed that spring would never come. And every gloomy winter day I heard the bluebirds sing. They sang of waiting,
Waiting for the flowers,
and of counting,
counting all the hours,
till the
bluebirds chirp their welcome
into the world once more. And though we're waiting,
waiting for the sunshine,
we keep hating,
hating all the storm clouds
that have gathered,
gathered o'er the mountains to keep us far apart.
When at last spring touched the earth, we were married in the village church. Our wedding seemed just like a dream come true. So many years have come and gone, our love is still as true and strong as when I found it long ago. Still the bluebirds sing, they sing of loving,
Loving every hour,
that I'm married,
married to my flower,
we'll be happy,
happy ever after,
as since the day we met. And though we're older,
older love is sweeter,
we grow fonder,
fonder of each other,
we'll be sweethearts,
sweethearts close together
until the end of time. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
It gives these people another round of applause. That was a lot of fun. If you like this, tell people. If you don't like it,
Don't tell anybody.
that's right. Hey, stick around for the jam. We'll be getting it going about 4:30, and come and talk to Dan and Rose, and so we'll turn the lights